Today on JimboVision, a bigger splash. Hello, yes, today it's a bigger splash. Luca Guadagnino's terrific slice of sun, sex and Swinton. Now, I'll admit I'm a little bit late to this film, partly because I had some issues with Guadagnino's last movie, I Am Love, which to my mind surely had the words in and with myself lost from the title. But while that was a teeny bit up its own culo, this is startlingly good. With a title inspired by the masterpiece of the same name, no, this one. A Bigger Splash is a revisiting of the old Alain Delon Romy Schneider classic La Piscine, pimped up and relocated from the south of France to the volcanic Italian island of Pantelleria. The plot remains, well, much as you remember it, with at the heart of this version, Tilda Swinton as Marianne Love, a global rock star just possibly inspired by somebody who, after an operation on her vocal cords, has lost her voice and is hiding away with her young filmmaker boyfriend Paul, played by Matthias Schoenaerts. A shadow soon passes over them, though, in a very real sense, one of the many lovely visual flourishes there from Guadagnino, with the arrival of a plane bearing her former beau Harry, her Harry Beau, in fact. Harry is not here to help. He's itching, in fact, to get back into Marianne's Pantellerias, and with his daughter Penelope, played by Dakota Johnson, along for the ride, and not especially fussed which one, it certainly makes for a very interesting holiday dynamic.
Pira says there's a queen bed we could use on the boat. At any rate, we've got to get out and enjoy the weather tomorrow because the Scirocco's on its way. That's the warm wind from the Sahara I was telling you about.
With rain?
Well, no, it's dry with the sand.
Now, as much as La Piscine, this movie with its awkward, booze-infused quartet brings to mind a Mediterranean version of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? And in Fiennes and Swinton, it boasts a pair of performances that are every bit a match for Burton and Taylor's in that classic. Fiennes, who Guadagnino says he cast after seeing him in a trailer for Grand Hotel Budapest, is a revelation as a former Rolling Stones record producer who comes bounding in, bumptious, boisterous, and with all the movie's best lines. That's a grave, observes Paul as Harry urinates on a hillside tomb. Europe's a grave, shrugs Harry. Fiennes is the Tigger of the story, and the trigger too, but dazzling as his performance is, it's more than matched by Swinton's Marianne, as vulnerable here as we've seen her. Playing the lead role without a voice was actually the actress's own idea, and it is an inspired one, her silence the perfect counterpoint to Harry's bluster.
No, it might not come back. Have you thought about that? It's your f***ing life. Your voice is your f***ing life.
One of her best performances, and she barely says a word. You'd have mixed feelings about that. Will Marianne stay faithful? Well, Harry discovered you can't always get what you want. And who is the person that meets a Brian Jones-like fate in the pool in the trailer? Well, I'd recommend going along and finding out, because for all the darkness in its later stages, its Pantelleria end, this film has a wit, warmth and lightness of touch absent from Guadagnino's previous effort. Immaculately observed and impeccably turned out, it is a real treat. A Bigger Splash gets 7.5 out of 10.